Howdy! It's week 4. It's episode 4. We are backstage at the Bluebird.
Yeehaw! That's the last time I'll do that voice.
I am Johnny Ellis, and with me, as always, is Mr. Andrew Jones.
Howdy.
Hello, Andrew.
That's
Howdy. Howdy, Andrew. Howdy, Andy.
Howdy, Jody.
So this week we are talking about season 1, episode 4 of Nashville. We live in two different worlds.
Yes, I live over here on this table, and you are socially distanced on the other table backstage. And you have all your notes because you know about Nashville, and I don't have any notes because I just hear in Nashville.
I do. I'm learning more and more about Nashville as I'm watching this. This is my second time watching it all the way through.
Right.
So I'm learning more.
And you
and more.
enjoyed watching it all the way through this time because part 1 there was chapter 2.
Funny.
I know, power jokes.
I don't like when you use my jokes against me. It's never fun.
I like weaponizing people's jokes.
So this is named after another Hank Williams song, as all of season 1 is named after each episode.
And the title again, sorry?
We live in two different worlds.
Okay. No, there's no parentheses in this. We live in two different worlds.
No parentheses.
Just straight up.
Yep, just straight up. Now, I couldn't find much about this song, just that...
have you listened to the song somewhere?
No, I usually do, but I didn't get around to it this week. But I usually do listen to the song in advance, but I haven't really spoken about the songs the last 3 weeks.
They were just trying to get you into the mood, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all I can tell you about the song is that it has been recorded by Roy Acuff, A-C-U-F-F, that's it, and Tex Ritter in 1966. That's literally all I've got at the moment.
The both of them did that in 1966?
No. Tex Ritter did it in 1966. No year for Roy Acuff here.
He was just a rambling man recording when he could.
Yes. Maybe he's still recording. He's never ending recording it. He's yeah.
It's a Mobius record.
Yes.
How exciting. It both never starts and never truly ends. It's like a loop of Midnight City on YouTube.
So we open...
Someone's got very specific things he listens to during insomnia.
We open on episode 4. Raina is in bed.
She's in bed with...
Who's that lying next to her?
Well, it's not her husband. It's not her husband.
Who is it? It's Deacon.
It's Deacon. It's the Deacon. He's taken a vow.
It's Charles Eston.
Of Chip Eston.
And he's missed this a lot. And he's kissing her, and they're,
they are about to go hot and heavy, and it's quite exciting for broadcast television.
I think they're about to go hot and heavy again. I think they've just finished.
100% this is not their first rodeo.
Yeah. I like that.
Is that not what you refer to it naturally? Because it is for me.
Of course. But someone's calling out, hey, while they're getting hot and heavy.
Yeah, it's one of those videos in which you've got the boyfriend on the side who's just watching getting cucked.
But then what? It was all a dream. Wouldn't you know it? It was all a dream, and that was Teddy saying, "Hey, wake up! Are you gonna get up?" And Raina is in bed, and she's just woken up from dreaming about her and Deacon.
But she's in bed on her own.
Yeah,
it's not like Deacon's still there.
He's still there in her heart.
Established it is completely dreamlike.
Yes, it is completely dreamlike.
But Teddy's got a cup of coffee for her. That's very kind.
Well, is it coffee
unless she's allergic to
Irish coffee? I feel like it's Irish coffee.
It's Nashville coffee, so that is Jim Beam all the way down.
Surely Jack Daniels.
No.
No.
It's like having a Foster's in Australia. You just don't do it. It's gauche.
So then, meanwhile, I know you like that. Meanwhile, police. There's knocking on Juliette's door, and she opens it to the police.
There's Gordon Sumner's there.
Sting's there. Yeah.
I just said Gordon.
Oh, is that his actual name?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know his original name was Sting. Then he changed it to Gordon Sumner to fit in with Norton. So he changed it back to Sting again when he realised he could be an artist, and then an Englishman in New York as well. It's like, oh yeah, English people are always called Sting. But yeah, those three are there.
Yeah, the police are there, and Juliette says, "Oh God, what's she done this time? What's her mum done this time?"
Her mum? Who's her mum?
Jolene.
Jolene.
That's never going to go out, is it?
It's second episode of this. Come
on. So she says, just take her. Screw it. I'm done. And
whatever she's done, we're not dealing with it anymore.
Yeah. And they said, no, we're here for you actually. And they hand her a warrant. I think it's
warrant for her arrest because she had a Class A misdemeanor.
Class A misdemeanor. I'm sure.
And I believe everything she does is Class A.
I'm sure she's seen the video. 4 million people have watched it.
4 million people have watched this video of I assume Telescope. That's the video they're referring to.
Well, no, the video from last week. Do you remember at the end of last week's episode?
I remember the end of last week's episode. She was just going shopping naturally.
Yeah, and she somehow, I don't know how, but somehow a bottle of nail varnish slipped into her bag there, didn't it?
Oh, I've got a theory about this.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it slipped into there. I think she put it there so that it wouldn't fall through the basket in her shopping basket and then smash everywhere.
Ridiculous.
I think then she will go and pay for it, but she got a little bit out of sorts about being out.
If that is the case, surely she'll explain herself.
Maybe, but I mean, that's just my fan theory.
Yeah.
If she then forgot to pay for it accidentally, and that's just how things go.
So Juliette just laughs at them, tells them to get a real job, and shuts the door in their face.
Yeah, and so they give up on being police, and they
give up their careers of 12 years each.
And that's, like 12 or 13 protesters who aren't shot, thusly, because Juliette Bard's social justice warrior. So we should thank her for stopping some of Nashville's worst police officers. ACAB, baby, ACAB.
So now we're back at Rayner's.
We're flying around a lot.
We are flying around a lot in this episode, yeah.
It's a lot of this is happening and this is happening and this is happening, and we're building. It is disparate storylines flying around, but yeah, with Rayner now back again.
Rayner,
she's woken up. She's
with her sister trying to get her kids
at the kitchen island, right?
Yep, trying to get her kids ready for school, and she's talking to her sister. And her sister's telling her that Teddy's down 12 points. He's practically on life support. Meanwhile, Maddie's texting Virginia about homework. That's important. But Teddy has a fun.
Here's an idea.
Yeah.
Right. The video of Juliette doing the Steely thing.
Yeah.
Add a little touch at the end which says this advert brought to you by Teddy Raines for Nashville. Yes. I don't know if his surname is Raines or not.
4 million views like that.
Boom. It's only going to get bigger because she's going to go. She has gone viral. Yeah. So that's how you get the numbers up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spread the word globally. Think globally.
Another way to get the numbers up is to have a fundraiser. And that's what they're planning to do. And do you know what? Rayner could sing. Rayner could sing at that fundraiser.
She could sing it anywhere, so it doesn't matter where it is. I would assume you would do it in a underground basement style lair of a serial killer.
Well, no, this one's at a country club.
Oh, that's also a country club.
And then Maddie comes in and interrupts because she's gone off to get ready for school, and she comes back in and he's like, "Mom, oh my God, you've got to see this. It's a video. It's about Juliette. And look, watching the video." And now we're back at Juliette's again.
Let's just go for at this point because we are wiping around.
Yeah, we are. So they are in panic mode. Her and her
you
crew.
say right, thank you.
Yeah.
It's not just her anymore.
No, it's not just her. McKenna, her publicist, is on the way to JFK to fly over.
Right.
Any publicity is good publicity, as McKenna would say. That's what Juliette reckons. And Juliette says, "Hey, at least she looks good."
Yeah. Got to look at the positives. The positives
she looks good. We're now at Scarlett and Avery's.
Sure.
No news on the demo that they recorded.
Shame.
She wants to put it out of her mind. Avery's there, so they start having a little alone time together. And then,
but he's been busy, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been busy, but
what time was he up?
He's 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Couldn't start actually recording in the studio though until
I can't remember what time. I wasn't really
8
listening to
a.m.
him.
8 a.m. because
that's not too bad.
Well, look, it's just because you couldn't make out any noise. It's just they had a reverse curfew on noise regulation, so he was up at 2 hours early in the studio, unable to do anything.
But hey, they're alone and they're a couple, and they're and they're gonna stick together forever. And
yep, that's right. That's 100% true. Thank you for
better way for that to happen for them to have a little alone time together. And this is the perfect way to put the they don't know about a camera. To put
I'm sorry, are we voyeurs?
Yes.
You know what? I'm liking it more.
But what better way to put the demo or the lack of news on the demo out of Scarlett's mind than have a little kissy kiss. So they're kissing away, and who is that? But it's Gunner. He thinks it's a threesome.
I mean, what is he, the Teddy in this situation?
Well, he's come with news.
I'm sure he's come with a lot of things.
They have got the deal.
Oh, I'm betting they're going to have a lovely hug together about this.
Scarlett does get a lovely hug.
Oh, she's going to go right to him.
She runs straight past Gunner. Poor puppy Gunner. Straight past him to Avery. Because her one true love. Her one true love.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Together forever. Yeah, together forever. Ooh, that's how together they are.
That is. And then -3. But still.
Meanwhile, Teddy has heard a rumor about a country club gig from his wife. Well, he heard it from someone else, but he heard that.
Did he hear it from Hans Stavros Blofeld?
Yes.
Because there's this thing about him is he loves rumors.
Things are going fine though.
All right, yeah.
Everything's going fine with the mayoral candidacy and the race.
The mayoral race.
12 points doesn't sound fine though to Raina. He asks her where she heard that from. She heard it from her sister. The mouth of the South.
The mouth of the South. I mean, I don't like it.
That's a poor name if ever I heard one.
It seems really offensive. It's a nickname Trump would try and use, but to be able to fluff up entirely because he doesn't know words.
But Raina's sister is the only one that she has to listen to because no one else is telling them stuff, telling the news.
No one's spreading the news.
Teddy's trying to spare her, but Raina wants to help. She's that's why she said yes to the country club gig. But maybe they could change the venue. She's got some ideas. She could play at an airport. She could play in Mars. She could play in Hell, or God forbid, she could play in Connecticut. So all linked together.
I don't know why Mars is so disparaged here.
I know.
It's a good place.
Because men are from Mars, that's why.
Yeah, but so is Matt Damon.
Time's up, that's what I'm saying.
He's going to slice the shit out of it.
Meanwhile, Juliette's mum is not helping the situation.
And her name is, of course...
Jolene.
I'm
begging of you, please don't end this meme. So she's found loads of nail polish at Juliette's house. Really? She's saying, why do you need to steal?
You can beg and you can borrow, but you can never steal.
You can leech off your daughter. Oh wait, never mind.
You can arse, you can grass, or you can gas, but nobody rides for free.
Well, Juliette is sick and tired of her mum still, and she wants rid of her. Can you not? Can Glenn? Is it Glenn?
Don't ask me about that guy.
Yeah, it's him and Raina's manager. I get them mixed up all the time. Yes, Glenn is Juliette's manager.
Which one's the guy who breaks bad eventually?
Waddy White. He's not a manager.
Okay.
He's the studio head, basically.
See, because that's very confusing. Because he seems like he should be. They talk about him so much. He should be a character on the show we see more often.
Yeah.
And some of these characters who appear, we don't know the names of.
But anyway, Juliette is trying to get Glenn to get rid of her mum. So she says, pull some strings, tell them who I am, and that's not going to help right now. Glenn says.
Why not?
Not when you've got 4 million views and counting, probably 5 million views.
Yeah, let's bump it up to 6. Let's
go for six. All right, 6 million. And paparazzi are, of course they are already outside the gate. Yeah, the paparazzi are outside the gates. And then we had the title. We're watching Nashville, in case you hadn't realised.
Now we hit that's pretty restraint for them.
Yeah, it is.
I think they want to put it after a moment where someone gets shot, or someone gets, I don't know, a penis in the eye. The two famous things that happen in the drama. I may have been watching a
7 little
film.
scenes and then the title. Yeah, maybe. Well, McKenna's arrived. She landed. She had no internet on the flight, and she's got 75 emails to catch up with. Juliette doesn't seem phased at all with all the stuff that's going on. She's busy doing yoga. She's focused.
Finding her center.
She's finding her center. I was going to say she's finding her chi. That's not it.
No, it's easy to get Juliette Barnes and Mulan confused.
Well, they
both have a comedy psychic dragon.
They need to issue a statement. So there's an interview planned with GMA,
which is the Grand Masters of Armistice.
Good Morning America, actually.
Very much the same.
Yeah. All right. But Juliette's not happy. She says no. No interview. She wants no interview. Meanwhile,
whoa! I got whiplash on that one.
Meanwhile, Bucky is called Deacon. Bucky. Yes, Bucky. Bucky is Rayna's manager.
Oh, okay, right. Yep. Yeah. Again, it's the managers. Their names don't really resonate.
Really Glenn and Bucky. It's strange because they're always there and they're always helping out, but like
because no one refers to them as their first names, they're just people who have to do work for other people.
Yeah, but I wrote it down and I forgot.
Right, this is the podcast episode in which we get that infused. Glenn and Bucky. Glenn and Bucky. Yep. Now we know, and we will know forever.
Bucky for Rayna, Glenn for Juliette. So Bucky's called Deacon to ask him to play at the country club gig. And he says, yeah, sure.
Which is, I think, a shit move, considering he does say, yeah, look, I'm going out of the way for the other mayoral candidate, but sure, I'll do this performance with my old friend for the other guy.
Yeah, well,
fuck that shit.
It's hard to say no, Coleman says.
I know.
Coleman say having lunch with him when he's got a call.
That twist.
Why is Coleman there having lunch with him?
Sitting down with him, opposite him, having the phone call about, hey, will you work at my rival's fundraiser? That is, you've buried them. You've handled that really badly, that reveal. I think that was a great twist. That reveal was a heck of a, blimey.
And we find out Coleman is Deacon's sponsor.
You said you were gonna tee that one up as well. You didn't.
Sorry.
Why is he there? You said, and now you just said he's there because of that. Why is he there? Oh, because he. Yeah, but then I had a tangent about how you're not doing a very good job at revealing the great reveals this episode has, and then
I didn't know I was getting a performance
review. Revealing again. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, look, this is the first month, and you're going to get fired. I'm going to have to get your Good Morning America interview. Explain yourself. Why are you ruining the twists? Yeah, he's been sponsor. Coleman's Deacon's sponsor.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Country music and mayoral candidacies intertwined in Nashville. Only in Nashville.
Meanwhile, Gunnar and Scarlett are at the record label.
Two good friends. Gunnar and Scooter.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Not again, please.
No. It's Scarlett.
Gunnar and Scarlett are at the record label.
She has an A.
They're being shown around. They're shown the kitchen. Kitchen's available 24/7.
They're being shown around to the kitchen and nothing. It's kind of the set of the publishing landscape.
Yeah.
It's fully stocked.
But it's available 24/7.
24/7.
and you can have anything that's in there. And Gunnar looks in, he grabs the yogurt. First thing he does, he's barely 5 minutes in the door, and he grabs the yogurt.
Oh, look, you're going to use up the opportunity if you're a poor, starving artist who will never find love.
But it's Jeannie's assistant, Haley. Jeannie is the one showing them around the record label. So assistant Haley is her yogurt, which Gunnar never puts back. He says, "Oh, sorry, they said I could take it. They said I could take anything.
Yeah,
I'm going to take you now."
And so he does. She's in the kitchen. He has her 24/7.
Yeah, they have a little it's a little meet cute, isn't it? It's pretty cute. And
it's a yogurt cute.
Yeah, it's a yogurt cute. Scarlett comes back because she realizes she's lost him, and she says, "Well, we've been invited out to dinner to celebrate the new deal." And Haley, being the assistant, says, "Oh, I'll deal with that. I'll book the. You can invite anyone you want.
Sure.
If you've got a girlfriend, Scarlett, or Gunnar, do you have a boyfriend?
Do you have a boyfriend, Gunnar?
Do you have a boyfriend, Gunnar?
I know she's got a girlfriend, but have you got a boyfriend?
Yeah, I messed that up, didn't I?
No, I think it was for an episode which we'll get to. Is got some very 2012 thinking. That was a nice 2020 approach.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Well, Gunnar makes it very clear that he is single, and kind of makes it clear also he's straight. You get he's looking at her.
It was a really sad moment of how, I'm single.
Yeah. Scarlett just
please love me, I'm desperate.
Yeah. Scarlett thinks he's ridiculous, and there's no chance in hell with him and her together, and she just laughs and walks away.
It's true. It is true. There is no chance.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
I had a receipt for all the Christmas presents I bought in my hand, and you've just lost them.
Oh, whoops.
So Christmas is cancelled now because of this podcast. I hope you know. I should know I am out shopping right now.
Apparently, as we record today, is 100 days till Christmas.
Exactly.
Which is crazy. Anyway,
so now I've got 99 more days to find new presents, you bastard.
So we're back at Rayna's. Bucky's asking Rayna's and Teddy's, but it's Rayna's. Come on, Rayna brings in the big bucks. But
Teddy brings in the. Teddy lives there as well. That is as certain as you'll find a statement. He lives there as well.
He does. Well, Bucky, Rayna's manager. Bucky is Rayna's manager. Remember that?
Glenn is
Bucky. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Did you just call her Juliette?
Yeah, I want to see if you notice.
Yeah, Juliette. Thank you. God.
I've got to keep you awake. You keep spinning me around.
Podcast. It'll be fun.
I never said that. You said that.
I stand by it. Bucky's asking whether we should have a full band or not for the gig, the fundraising gig. And Rayna says, "Well, we'll do a full band. We'll go all out for the fundraiser. Why not? But find a different guitarist because Deacon won't want to do it. He doesn't like that stuff. Just don't ask. Don't bother with Deacon. Don't bother Deacon with this. It's almost like she's trying to avoid him. Maybe I don't know. It's almost like she feels guilty about having a sex dream with him in it. But Bucky's already checked, and Deacon said it's not going to be an issue.
Yep.
So she says, "Well, if you can deal with it, I can deal with it."
Sure.
Meanwhile,
stop my toe. Gotta watch out where we're landing these days.
Juliette is getting dressed for her interview.
We're hiding in the wardrobe, looking out at this point, watching the girl dress. This is cool. This is okay.
Yeah. But Juliette says she looks like a hillbilly. She looks poor, not sexy. Well, that could help with the explaining why she had to rob, had to shoplift.
Yep,
because she's so
poor girl.
Yeah. Glenn has come in and he says CMA's called and said, "Look, you're welcome to attend the CMAs, the Country Music Awards, that are happening tonight, I believe, as we record. You're welcome to attend, exciting. But you're not presenting anymore. You've been removed from the list of presenters. You're done." And it's not the first call he's had like that. Juliette is the butt of every
It's
late
fine,
night
because
joke.
Kid Rock's still going to be there.
Well, Juliette's the butt of every late night joke on late night shows. SNL is doing an opening sketch. Opening. A cold open.
SNL going to do a cold open about Juliette Barnes shoplifting. SNL famous for cold opening with political bits, so that's how they do their politics numbers.
Yeah, but maybe it's still a politic bit, but they put in they shoehorn in Juliette somehow.
Sure, but that suggests that it's not about her.
No, but
this 100% suggests that they're going to do a skit about her.
I think you can interpret it.
I very much interpret that it's focused
with you featured.
Look, I mean, it's SNL. It's not like they have 5 different layers to every sketch. It's
just
here's the joke. Here's the joke. Here's the joke. Do you get it? It's been 7 minutes now. Joke over.
Let me try and defend the show at least.
I'm trying to defend SNL, but I can't.
Well, you've got one. Juliette's got one shot to set the record straight.
One opportunity.
Should she capture it?
Or she'll let it slip. Unless she puts it in her bag as opposed to her basket. You see?
We still haven't had that confirmed yet.
No, but again, my fan theory.
Well, if she wants to keep living the life she's living, they suggest she takes this one shot to set the record straight. So she says, screw it, let's schedule the GMA interview. Let's do it. We'll talk to GMA, I'll explain myself. Meanwhile, we're on Music Row. Wait a sec. We are we're on 12th Avenue. South Nashville. Yep. 12th Avenue South.
I'm sorry, have you got Google Maps up for this now?
Listen, I deep dove. I texted you last night and I said I deep dove into this, and I deep dove so far into geography. And this is where my geography comes out, because I am fucking proud of myself.
It's like you've been there.
It is.
Act like it. As opposed to just being backstage over here. We don't get out of this club.
So we're on 12th Avenue South, Nashville, Tennessee 37203.
Is this the Watermark?
Yes, it's the Watermark restaurant. Gunnar and Scarlett having dinner. They're talking about how they got started. Yeah, they're having their celebratory dinner with the record label and with
Avery, the beloved forever love, and Haley.
And Haley and Jeannie.
See? It's not just Gunnar and Scooter.
Yeah, but it's all about
you.
But it's all about them. It's their night. It's their big celebration.
Yeah, I feel like
so they're talking about. I'll tell you whose night it's not. It's not. It's not Avery. Yeah. They're talking about how they got started. Gunnar got to the Bluebird about 3 years ago. Was when he first got to the Bluebird. Scarlett's mom told her that song lyrics were poems with music, and that's how she got started. She wrote poems. She sort of stumbled into it. And her uncle might be Deacon Claiborne, as Gunnar points out, but she learned everything from Avery. Avery's so good. He's such a great musician. She tells everyone. True. Avery's getting very uncomfortable. Whoosh! Meanwhile, we're at the country club. Peggy. Peggy turns up. We've not met Peggy before, but she seems important.
Margaret.
Yeah, she's now Margaret. That's why Raina.
I've met Margaret a bunch of times, but I never knew it was Peggy.
Yeah, and Peggy. Yep.
And Teddy.
Yeah, and Teddy pops up and he thanks her for coming and thanks her for getting involved.
Yeah, but who is Peggy?
Well, we don't really know at this point, do we? Something's gone on with her and Teddy.
No, but I'm
not too sure.
Something between Raina and Peggy, right?
Maybe.
She was an old friend during the country club. Rich people in the high school days, I'm guessing.
Oh, do you think it was that? Well, because later on, Raina says she's still got the hots for you, Teddy. So I think.
I feel like they're all high school buddies. I feel like you could do Nashville, but the OC.
Oh, Nashville, the early days. I'd watch that.
Anyway, what's the zip code for Nashville? You could do that, Nashville.
Well, the zip code for this restaurant is 37203, which is where we're back at.
Watermark.
We're outside the Watermark restaurant. Gunnar and Scarlett have finished their dinner with the other people.
And Avery, her single love of all life.
So Gunnar, Scarlett, Avery, and Haley are all outside the Watermark restaurant.
Sure.
And they say, "How about another round? Let's go for more food." I imagine another round of food is what they meant. Sure.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
As a hungry sad man.
Yeah. Gunner's up for it.
Yeah, he's a hungry sad man.
Avery says, "Let's call it a night." He's not happy at all. So Scarlett says, "Oh, okay, we're gonna call it a night." So they walk off, and Avery says, "You can go if you want. I don't care what you fucking do. The way you were tonight, he doesn't need her help. Since when did she become an expert on writing? Yeah. He's not happy at all. He's just gonna walk home." Now, I know what you're thinking.
Yeah. I know the zip code you're in.
Right. Yeah. Thinking, so we're on 507 12th Avenue South Watermark Restaurant, which is closed now. It's permanently closed.
Oh, permanent, not because of timing and different.
No. The last thing I saw was
the last meal it served was
the last article I saw regarding this was from June 13th, 2019. The long-awaited return of Watermark to Nashville comes to a screeching halt.
Okay.
Plans at Bridgestone Tower for Watermark are over. So yeah, it's been gone for a while now.
Fair
which
enough.
is a shame. It seems to have been quite a big place to, hip place to go. Anyway, so they're at 507 12th Avenue. They need to get back.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself. Avery's going to walk home.
Right,
where they live? They live at 623.
Please tell me it's a location in Los Angeles where they were filming.
Yeah. Oh, no. Lost a location in Nashville where they were filming. I pulled up outside this very house.
That is not at all creepy. You've been backstage at the Bluebird for a couple of years now.
What I do on my spare time.
You don't have spare time. You work here.
So he needs to go back to 623 Boscobel Street, right? I don't have the zip code for that.
Don't ask me.
How long do you reckon?
Walking. We are talking probably an hour and 12 minutes.
No, it's a 49-minute walk.
Oh, okay.
2.2 miles.
Or an
8-minute drive, 3.5 miles.
Probably sensible.
No public transport. Yeah.
I wouldn't expect a bus to just go by someone's house. That's,
Now,
it's only on television.
I know Uber didn't exist back then, 2012. Did it exist? No, probably.
It might have started.
Maybe very early days, but maybe it hadn't got to Nashville. But
because it was only Los Angeles and a couple of other places for a while.
Yeah. But if it had been in Nashville at that, if it was last night, Tuesday night, 6:05
Tuesday night during a pandemic.
Yeah. I checked, and
which of course is the primo time for any any ride sharing.
It would have been $9.08 for an Uber X, $25.55 for an Uber Black, or $12.51 for an Uber Comfort.
That's not so bad considering the money I've had to spend getting around London.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, is it?
And Los Angeles.
But yeah, that's my deep dive into the geography of Nashville.
That's why you woke me up with a text.
You're welcome.
This is what good friends and colleagues and workmates do.
I'm hoping I can dive deeper as the show goes on.
Dive deeper and dive.
We're back.
Hit for a wall.
We're back at Raina. And we're back at Raina and Teddy's. And they're talking about Peggy. She's still got a heart for Teddy, Raina thinks. And Teddy talks about Raina's still not happy about having to play at the this country club. And Teddy says, well, then they're your people. And she says, they're not my people. Whose people are they? They're Daddy's people.
Oh, God. I knew it.
Every woman in there would make a better politician's wife than Raina. But Teddy didn't marry Raina because of that. He married Raina because she's rich. No, sorry, because she dazzles him and always has.
With glitter?
Yes.
Bling?
Yeah. She just sends glitter bombs constantly to the house.
Oh, dear.
And stands in the hallway giggling, looking, hiding behind the wall, just peeking out.
It'd be an enjoyable episode.
Anyway,
watch it because you'd watch anything.
Well, we're back at Juliette's, and we're on Juliette's laptop. We're looking at Juliette's Twitter at Juliette Barnes 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Couldn't make the single.
No, apparently not.
And didn't bother to try and get something Juliette Barnes singer.
Now her butt.
No, let's just talk about her butt for a while. We know there's yoga involved. That's how she greets people. Is this a way to send to her?
Yes. Her bio says, "I'm a country girl who loves to sing. Influences Miranda Lambert and Wanda Jackson." No Raina James.
No.
I think Raina James was probably on there at first until she met her and then just took her off. Probably. So she's following. Do you wanna guess how many people she's following?
Let's see. 2012, she's following 8 people.
60.
Each of them as the lead actor of a Christopher Nolan film.
She's following 60 people, and she has any guess at how many followers?
Oh, are we talking 4 million?
No, much less than that.
Oh boy, so there's more people watching the video than following her.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Disappointed is the word I'm going to go with.
Well, there's 1,020,364 followers on her Twitter. She's looking at all the not DMs, but all the mentions she's been getting.
Sure.
A lot of hashtag judging you. Meanwhile, her mum is in.
Is her name Amy? I didn't realise.
Meanwhile, her mum is in the kitchen and she's made pink macaroni. The macaroni that Juliette loves, with the ketchup and the big old dollop of cream cheese.
Famous. We talk about that macaroni.
But Juliette don't eat that crap.
No.
I mean, Jolene. She might.
She do.
But
No, I don't.
Juliette doesn't. She's growing up.
Is that the headline here? Juliette doesn't eat macaroni foods.
It looks quite nice. I would give it a try.
I don't get macaroni. I don't think it's
macaroni, ketchup, and cream cheese.
Oh God!
You're
making me feel very sick right now.
You don't like macaroni cheese?
No, I don't like cheese mixed with things anyway. It's both textural and flavour, but waste. Just it rolls down.
I don't understand you.
I don't get food. I don't like food.
Jolene that's why I keep saying Juliette's mum, because it takes so long.
What, Jolene?
Jolene.
There you go. Let you have one.
She's just trying to be a good mother, Sure. She's just trying to help. But Juliette's not taking it. She's very she grabs her mum's bag. She reckons her mum's just here trying to steal stuff to sell on. I mean, like mother, like daughter, stealing things, honestly.
Yeah, she didn't steal. Basket might strip through, put it in the bag, sensible, forgot to pay because famous.
Well, she trusts her mum as far as she can throw her.
Yeah,
so she empties her mum's rucksack.
She does yoga. She doesn't do any kind of those weightlifting.
So she empties her mum's rucksack, but there's no stolen goods. There's just a picture of her.
There is one stolen good. It's the stealing of souls when you take a picture.
Yes, yeah.
Famous situation. If your soul is stolen, facing to the camera every time you have a picture taken. The Aborigines believed it. I believe it, and I believe Juliette Barnes believes that.
Yeah, because she collapses on the floor sobbing.
She starts crying, having seen the portrait of Dorian Gray that is her as a baby, cuddled by mother. We assume that's what it is, and not at all. Just a random mother and daughter picture that anyone can find on the internet.
Well, meanwhile, we're at Gunner's place now. I think. Gunner's place or Haley's place?
Gunners.
Yeah, it must be.
For the reason of coming up with
Gunner and Haley are in bed together.
What? But Ted is going to come in, right?
That's his job as mayor.
Mayor of Cucktown.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how awkward is this going to be at work? Haley wonders. But she says, it can be a one-time thing, no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
Moving on.
Because she doesn't want to get emotional about anything, and and that's that.
Anyway, we then cut to Scarlett turns up.
Johnny.
I don't think I've missed anything out here. I don't know what you're on about.
If he didn't have first-hand experience, he would have assumed she was a dude.
Such an awkward line.
Because she has no emotional value to the sex they had.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Like all men. And only women have emotional connections through lovemaking. Famous situation. I think, people of Nashville are kind of backwards people. That's what this show is telling me.
I have got nothing for this. I wanted to.
Did you write down?
I did write down.
No, and by that I mean, did you write down your first-hand experience just so we can get a sense of?
But I did write, if I didn't have first-hand proof to the contrary, I'd accuse you of being a dude. It's just such an awful line.
You wonder why Gunner's not going to ever fall in love with Scooter. Scarlett. Sorry.
Stop with the Scooter.
Trying to change her ways. I do have a Muppets mousepad in front of me. That might be a problem.
Maybe. Anyway, so Hit the Road by Sherry St. Germain is playing while Scarlett turns up
outside Gunners.
Yeah,
that's how
she's
you
in the car.
Gunners.
Yeah.
Why would she turn up at Haley's?
Maybe she's turned up at Haley's. We don't know. Maybe she's.
Are they yogurt buddies?
Maybe. But Scarlett's in the car and she kind of shrinks away and she's spying on them leaving. She's like, oh wow.
This is a turn up for the books.
Yeah. Is she jealous, maybe? But why would she be jealous? She
and Avery are in a perfect relationship. They're going to be forever.
Anyway.
Oh, God.
We're back at Juliette's, and there is a satellite interview going on with Robin Roberts on GMA. Good Morning America.
Storm magazine, I thought.
Now, wait a second.
Okay. One.
No, sorry, they're talking about the interview. They're preparing for the interview. They're not having the interview yet.
Sorry.
But Juliette's PR girl, whose name I've forgotten now, has said this is what to expect. She's going to ask why you did this.
This is the PR girl who needs to get off the plane pretty quickly in this episode. It's like, I'm here. I'm a new character. Welcome.
She's going to ask why you did this, what kind of example this is going to set for your young fans. Fans.
Ones who might not be able to vote for Teddy in the upcoming election.
She'll bring up other scandals like Winona and Lindsay.
Yep, Lindsay Graham.
No, Lindsay Lohan and Winona Ryder. That's actually.
And where there's scandals, the Canyons and Destination Wedding.
Well, Juliette's not happy with that comparison. Not. She's not some white trash lowlife who was caught raising roosters to peck each other's eyeballs out. She says,
which, if you want to pitch me a TV show, I'll watch.
Yeah.
Lowlives, raising roosters, who will peck each other's eyes out. Let's get this show. That's the full title. That's the full pitch, and that's all the characters I need. Them and Watto White.
But Juliette can't defend herself. She's not allowed to defend herself in this interview. She spent a lot of time hiding where she came from. The last thing she wants is to expose it now. Just stay on the message and be honest.
Because Juliette Barnes, as we know, is famous as the rich bitch.
She is.
Her character here is the one who has a crown, a scepter. She walks around in a cape at all times with gloves on and slaps people in the face and goes, "Well, I never. I am the Queen of Nashville." So it's good to keep that up.
Oh, meanwhile, Scarlett
I'm fine. I'm used to it.
Scarlett and Uncle Deacon are meeting for lunch.
This is nice. I like this.
It is, isn't it?
We
it's
don't
nice
get to see them interacting, and I think they're cool characters when we get to see them as I like family scenes.
Yeah.
Where people don't have kind of like a desire or want over each other. They have need of human emotional connection.
Well, Scarlett doesn't know what she's doing in Nashville. You know, Gunner's been trying to break into the music scene for a while, but Scarlett got this deal without even trying. She feels bad. But Deacon says, you know, people grow not always at the same rate. There's not much he can do about it. You know, Avery's he's got to keep up, or he's gonna be left behind. That's as simple as that.
Because I need a bear.
And oh hey,
hey. Why am I even bothering?
Raina is backstage for the country club gig. She's a bit nervous. She wants a cigarette. She wants one to hold.
To hold. It's not even about needing the tobacco. It's just about having something in your hand. If she wants something small to hold in your hand, I mean, Deacon's right there.
He's not there yet. He's running late.
Yeah. I mean, she'll be there in time for her to hold it.
Do you think a candy cigarette would do it for her?
No. I think a vape.
A vape.
Straight up vape.
2012.
2012. Yeah. E6. Yeah. E6, right. Baby.
Okay.
They were like the French film about typists. Populaire.
There's no vape shops around that time, are there?
I mean, you could get one on Amazon. They would drone it over.
Oh, in 2012. Yeah.
2012.
I forgot they did it then.
The first drone was released in Nashville just to help Raina James before a concert. Everyone knows that's when they launched it. Jeff Bezos was so adamant about Tony becoming mayor because, you know, he had a thing with Daddy.
I love how
gotta be. Yeah. No, I can't say it. I can't say those words.
Well, you know, Bucky is telling Raina, you know, don't be nervous. These are your people. She says, for the last time, these are not my people. These are the people who made fun of me for liking country music.
And now here they are. They're going to be listening to country music all night.
Yeah, fucking hypocrites.
Anyway, they can play the worst song possible. Johnny Cash all night long.
Meanwhile, we're back with Juliette.
Okay.
And now the interview's going on. Robin Roberts is wants to give her a chance to set the record straight.
Well, she wants airtime and something kind of viral to pop out.
A lot of famous women have done this. Lindsay, Winona, even Farrah Fawcett back in the day. Would you like to know what they did? I have a list.
Do you have a list of Farrah? Let's get to Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett. Okay.
Yeah, let's hear what the angel had to do first. Okay. I'm struggling to believe that an angel could go bad.
In the 1970s, she was caught shoplifting from 2 different boutiques.
Let's face it, it wasn't going to be the 90s when it would make press.
Yeah, clothing she stole. So she justified her actions by saying she was dissatisfied with the return policy, so she took matters into her own hands. Apparently.
So she was some sort of a vigilante looking for justice.
Yep.
That's just what Charlie was making them do. I think that's fine.
Winona Ryder. I don't think I ever heard about this one.
You don't remember Winona's?
No.
That was the one.
$5,500 worth of designer clothing and accessories.
You never saw the video?
No.
It was one of her best performances. And she's a great actress. I'm not going to disown her. She's fantastic.
From Saks Fifth Avenue in 2001.
Yeah, okay, so if you get from the Watermark restaurant to Saks on Fifth Avenue, what's our directions?
Oh, I didn't go that far.
Oh, you didn't go, really?
That's
you didn't
not in Nashville.
I mean, you have to leave Nashville, but you have to get through Nashville first, I'm assuming.
Depends where you're going from, but I suppose.
Watermark.
Where else? Yeah.
Right, okay, and the low.
All right. She was, Winona was convicted of grand theft felony and vandalism, and given 3 years probation and 480 hours of court-mandated community service. Additionally, she had to pay back the department store in restitution and complete psychological and drug counselling. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it was a big deal, and it's really sad that happened because it feels like it was against her. I know she was messing up, she fucked up, but at the same time, it feels like the world suddenly decided, we don't like you anymore, we're going to make you an example. And it felt really wrong, considering how great.
10 years later, in February 2011, Lindsay Lohan was accused of stealing a $2,500 necklace from Venice, from a Venice jewelry shop. She claimed she was loaned the jewels as part of a celebrity loan program, but the shop had no record of the policy. She pled not guilty to the charges of felony grand theft and was forced to take court-mandated shoplifting classes. Why do they teach you to shoplift?
I think it's very important that kids learn the ropes. If there's no one to shoplift, what does the security industry do?
Yeah, that's true. And she had to complete several hours of community service.
Just several?
Yeah, just said several here.
So
yeah, they all did it back in the day, and everyone, what's your excuse, Juliette? And she says, well, everybody wants to be young and famous and rich.
True.
As I am, and people are jealous. And Robin says, well, are you maintaining you did nothing wrong? And Juliette says, and this is interesting, I didn't think about this. Juliette apparently put it in her bag so it wouldn't fall through her basket.
Oh, really?
And didn't get a chance to pay because she got distracted. Because it's very difficult to leave the house without being followed or harassed by some people. And some people aren't waiting for you to fall, but are actively trying to cause you to fail, rather.
Isn't that interesting? Isn't it interesting that a fan theory is proven true, Johnny? You didn't believe me. You know what? I'm not so strange after all.
Touché. Fine.
Yeah.
I don't buy it still. I don't. I think baskets were probably made so that little things wouldn't fall. The things that they sell don't fall through the baskets, because otherwise, what's the point in having a basket?
Because you need to carry things that are big.
Yeah, well.
Dresses.
Well, anyway,
dresses. Dresses from the 70s.
Robin Roberts says this must be tough on your mother. Because Robin Roberts heard that she got arrested. Oh, wait, interview's over. Juliette walks off stage, off camera.
Don't talk about my mum, you see.
Yeah. So that's the end of that. Don't think that went very well.
I think she's going to do well. Okay, we're
Sorry.
away. You're rushing, and I'm kind of just unable to.
This is a very rushed episode, I felt. Don't you?
We'll get to our conversation about that in a bit.
And I like wishing you last minute without you realising what's going on.
Well, I wish you a Merry Christmas in this time.
Well, meanwhile, we're back at the country club. Deacon's arrived finally, late. He doesn't do text, so he hasn't seen any of the texts that have been sent.
Did you get my text?
Lamar, and I've written Lamar.
Good, Lamar. He's the powers at Booth.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't remember powers at Booth.
He rolls in. It's our first time seeing Lamar this episode.
Yeah, it's been a very, very powerless episode.
Yeah.
Maybe it plays into how I feel about the episode.
Right, okay. So he says to Deacon, well, we can still count on you to be underdressed, can't we? I mean, look at you. And Deacon says, I'm doing this as a favour. I'm not doing this. I'm going to do this thing, but I'm not going to kiss your ass. That's Teddy's job. Hey, I'm not even voting for Teddy.
No one would.
Teddy says, what you know about politics, Deacon, you couldn't even fill a shot glass. I mean, are you drinking again? I mean, what the hell? There's an all-out fight is about to go on here. Backstage.
You come down here to the Royal Rumble and I will set you down.
But it gets diffused by Raina. Meanwhile, the tease for... No, she's not.
Oh.
The tease for GMA is all over the internet. When the label sees this, Juliette's done.
Anchorwitz,
People are pulling out of the tour. Sponsors are bailing, and the tour for now, the tour's off.
Oh,
what is Juliette gonna do? I mean,
she could live a life of crime. That seems to be
she started already.
Now people know what she's up to. She can become her alter ego, a supervillain, to start dominating the world. In fact, she could run for mayor of Nashville and then take over Nashville as her kind of Gotham-like lair.
Well, let's not get to season 6 yet. Meanwhile, Daddy goes on stage at the country club, and Daddy says we're all one family in this town. And we should support one of our own. And one of our own is
are they one
Teddy.
family in this town because
he's Daddy?
He wants everyone to insist to call him father.
Yes, Daddy. Daddy, not father.
The padre.
So he gets a round of applause for Teddy. He introduces Raina, and we get our one and only song, original song, for the episode, "Changing Ground."
Diegetic piece of music.
Yeah. And Changing Ground, and this whole song is filled with Deacon and Teddy are like giving the evils to each other.
Sure.
Deacon's giving the evil eyes to Teddy, and in my notes here, I put Deacon's giving the evil eyes to Teddy, while Peggy is off on the side and she's giving the fuck me eyes to Teddy, because that's what I felt was going on.
It's a fundraiser for his mayoral candidacy. Yeah. All eyes on Teddy. It just doesn't say what kind of eyes they are.
Yeah. But so they sing the song. It's an interest. It's fine. It's a fine song. It's not
kind of boring.
Yeah, it's not a highlight for Nashville. Really. So they're backstage. And they're backstage.
Oh, that's
not at the
where
Bluebird.
we are. But
no, not.
Similarly.
Yeah. Raina is not happy. She says, Deacon took the bait. He's not only self-destructive, he's just destructive. He can't believe he put them in this position. And Deacon says, well, which us are you talking about when you say you put us in this position? I thought you needed me. Well, she does, but he doesn't know what to do with that anymore. She doesn't either. Oh, she's got to go home now, and she's got to deal with this. And they're done here. And that's the end of that scene. We're back at Teddy and Raina's bedroom with some really nice paintings of Maddie and Daphne on the wall, which I noticed for the first time. Yeah. Very decadent.
Oh, okay. They could sell it then. If they need some money.
They could. I don't know. The kids aren't really famous.
Okay.
But I suppose Michael Jackson could have sold paintings of his kids, couldn't he? Fans would have bought that. Anyway. Teddy can't deal with this anymore. Raina completely understands, and she is firing Deacon.
What?
Deacon's gone. Deacon is fired. It's a good thing he had that job offer for that tour that Juliette's gonna. Oh wait.
Oh, that's what? Yeah.
Everything is falling apart, and we're only 4 episodes in.
Yeah, it's but he's got a sponsor.
Meanwhile, we're back at Scarlett and Avery's. They've got to talk out this.
One second. I missed the whoosh, so I'm just. It's going to take me 49 minutes to walk over to where you are.
How was your meal?
Inedible.
Well, at least you're walking it off. They've got to talk about what happened last night. She wants to write, and she wants she wants Avery to support her like she supports Avery.
Sure.
But he's trying, and that's that. Meanwhile, we get a nice little shot of a guitar pool. Did you notice that? A swimming pool?
Oh, I thought it was like a pool full of guitars, which was a place I would not want to dive in. I would have no idea why anyone would dive in. But okay, that makes more sense and is thus cooler. And
I did look into this. There is a place called Webb Pierce Guitar Swimming Pool. I think it's the exact same one.
Okay.
7 Music Square East, Nashville, Tennessee, 37203. In case you wanted to visit.
Well, I'll be going there in a bit once our shift is over.
I mean, I can't even swim, but I want that.
Well, I'm going to drown you there. I think it's only fair.
Thanks.
You're loved.
We're back at the publishing, the music.
Haley's house?
Yes. Not, well, yeah. Her
the
kitchen.
House where Haley exists, mostly.
The house where Haley keeps her yogurt.
Okay,
until
the yogurt
people
house.
Steal it.
No one steals yogurt. People have the yogurt they want. Yeah.
She opens the fridge, and there's loads of yogurt.
Oh!
With her name. And in my notes, Haley. In my notes, I've put 3 words in capital letters. So damn cute. I am here for Gunnar and Haley. They're adorable together, don't you think?
She's adorable. I think he is.
He's problematic at the moment, but I think.
Is he? I hadn't noticed.
But we're brushing past that.
Are we?
Yes, for now.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Teddy is meeting with Peggy in a parking lot of some sort. Not a parking lot, but like they're parked away from other humans.
Yeah, what was there at one point?
Sorry?
You know what was there at one point?
No, what?
Paradise.
Oh.
But here's the thing about that. They paved it.
Was it by the dashboard light?
Dashboard light?
Yeah, Paradise by the dashboard light. That's a Meatloaf reference. You really should have listened to more Meatloaf.
For me.
Anyway, so Peggy says she felt sick last night at the fundraiser.
Sure.
They've been digging into his past. She hasn't told anyone.
No. Why would you?
They've kept this a secret a long time. Maybe it's better if they come out on their terms. But
right.
Teddy says we cannot do that. Everything depends on it. The campaign, the marriage, and her marriage too. What is it they're hiding? I thought at first they were having an affair, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems to be something to do with that money that he lost and the whole thing throwing the papers into the fire a couple of weeks back.
What papers? What fire?
Well, we had it in the previously on Nashville at the beginning of this episode.
I don't remember anything. What show are we talking about?
Nashville.
Oh, on country music television.
Yes. Well, no, on ABC.
I don't know what that is.
Meanwhile, right. Juliette is sat in her room. A record is spinning, but it's just finished, and she's just sat there. Doesn't know what to do.
What do you reckon she was listening to?
Probably her own music.
Oh, selfish. Tell us,
yeah. Glenn comes in because Glenn is Juliette's manager.
Okay. We're getting used to these things now.
It's a good thing we're getting used to these because Glenn says, "Well, I can't do this anymore. It's not working."
Yeah.
She says, "Oh, are you dropping me?" And he says, "Well, it's his job to give the best advice. And whatever problems she had before that interview, the interview made it exponentially worse."
Sure.
Juliette wants the tour back and her image restored, and she'll do whatever it takes. She promises to listen to him now. She'll do whatever he says. So Glenn says, "All right, answer me this honestly. Why did you take the nail polish?" And she says she used to do it as a kid. It made her feel like she could take care of herself when nobody else could or would.
I mean, it does sound funny to us, though.
It does sound funny.
She does preface it with it will sound funny to us, and she's right. It does.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
She openly admits there that she did steal it. So your fan theory goes out the window. So tomorrow morning they're going to regroup. She should call a friend tonight. Don't be alone tonight. Just call a friend. She doesn't have friends. She has people who want to be seen with her.
Yeah.
While I was writing notes for this, I put in caps lock, call Deacon, because I'm a Deacon. Should totally hook up again.
Oh, really?
Now
I don't know if that's a good idea.
In the kitchen.
I think no, I don't think it's a good idea.
Well, now we're in the kitchen. She's eating her mum's pink macaroni. She likes it now.
Okay, fair enough.
And she gets her phone out. And guess who she calls?
Macaroni Michael, the Mr. Macaroni of the people. Deacon. I don't know. Oh.
She calls Deacon. And Deacon says, "Are you all right?" She says, "Not really." And he says, "Are you doing anything right now?" And that's the end of the episode.
Oh, so we're never going to know if he is doing anything right now.
Well, I think he goes to meet her.
Why?
I think their relationship is going to blossom.
I don't understand why that would happen.
He's just been fired, pretty much.
Okay, I got that part.
Yeah.
But why would their relationship become something important?
Because they need each other, I think.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't need anyone.
So
I assume they're like me. They don't need anyone either.
So, what did you think of this episode? Why?
It's a slow one.
It is a slow one.
This is an episode where not much really happens.
Fast moving.
It jumps around all over the place. I'm not going to lie there, but not to much avail. It feels kind of just place setting. It's a lot of table setting for a season.
And it's also,
I think mainly without the musical accompaniments.
Yeah,
it really struggles.
No real songs, and no
fake songs.
No Bluebird setting.
Yeah, that's a problem considering the show.
Didn't pop into the Bluebird once.
No, we were waiting here for them.
We were waiting.
Just rude.
All night long.
Well, I mean, I was here at 6, but I had to wait until 8 to open.
Yeah. Well, that's episode 4. Until next week, I suppose, for episode 5.
Oh, this is the last episode of September.
It is.
Yeah, from next week, we'll be going on a different feed. We'll have a solo feed for this podcast. So we'll be away from the Are You Movie Mad collective and should be breaking away onto our new thing. Still on Podnose, our headmaster itself.
Yeah.
But Backstage at the Bluebird will be its own individual thing so that we can, I don't know why. We were just offered the opportunity.
Got another 120 odd episodes.
And it stops muddying waters. And no one likes muddy waters like Nashville. Do you want to plug anything?
Well, I'm in the process of setting up an email and Twitter and Instagram and perhaps our Facebook as well for our show. I'll have those details next week. You can follow me at movie_mad on Twitter and Instagram.
No, thank you.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm just here.
You're here.
You're
there. You're everywhere.
Oh, I've been everywhere, man.
Don't you wish you were in Nashville, though?
I am. I'm just backstage with the Bluebird. I can't really do anything. I'm stuck here.
Well, what would you like to do? We'll I'll look up and we'll go somewhere.
I'd like to go to the Watermark.
The Watermark?
Yeah, I'd like to have a nice dinner and then maybe go for a couple of drinks afterwards and then get some first-hand knowledge.
Would you like to try my yogurt?
Oh, I want to write all over your yogurt.
Until next week.
Let me pop that can open and let me write all over it.